Hello best friend and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having a really good day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy day. I hope you kiss a lot of luscious green lips today, baby. And I hope I'm one of them, okay? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Sebastian. I do pop culture videos every day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I would be very grateful. You guys, we need to talk about Gwyneth Paltrow today, okay? Because she's come under a lot of fire lately because of her radical lifestyle diet, okay? So grab a snack and a drink. Also be warned because we will be talking about eating disorders and things like that go around with the eating and the gaining weight and losing weight, all of these things, okay? Okay, so listen, this is obviously a very touchy subject because your diet, your food, your way of managing your lifestyle is very personal. Everyone is different. Everyone has different ways of eating, of feeling good. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. So I'm going to play you guys a clip of what Gwyneth Paltrow had to say and the reason she has come under a lot of fire. And she actually has right now, like an hour ago, responded to all of the backlash. So let's watch the video that got her into problems in the first place, and then we can watch the other video of the backlash, responding to the backlash. All right. Mwah.
What's your wellness routine look like now?
I eat dinner early in the evening. I do a nice intermittent fast. I usually eat something about 12. And in the morning, I'll have some things that won't spike my blood sugar, right? So I have coffee, but I really like soup for lunch. I have bone broth for lunch a lot of the days. Try to do 1 hour of movement. So I'll either take a walk or I'll do Pilates or I'll do my Tracy Anderson. And then I get in the sauna. I dry brush and I get in the sauna. So I do my infrared sauna for 30 minutes. And then for dinner, I try to eat, according to paleo. So lots of vegetables. It's really important for me to support my detox.
All right. So listen, I have to say, obviously, when you watch that video, you obviously think like, damn girl, like, are you okay? Like, that's very, aggressive. But here's the thing, you guys, I didn't necessarily feel like she was telling us how to eat and that we should also follow. I think she was expressing how she would eat, and obviously we can sit here and be like, that sounds really unhealthy, and that she should be eating more this and she should be eating more that, and obviously the first thing that comes to mind, I'm like, I don't think she needs to detox that much, bitch. Okay, like her detox, she's good on detox, baby. But then again, I am judging without knowing really her really personal situation. So I don't think that it's cool to like, to sort of attack her for that, right? I do obviously think that, when you share something, you have to be very responsible with the way you say things, right? And I think that a wonderful thing, people could say when they share their lifestyle or their diets is, this works for me. I would definitely ask you to consult a nutritionist before you, want to do anything. I'm not sharing this to promote this. I'm not sharing this to make anyone want to do this. I'm sharing this basically just because this is what works for me, right? So she got a huge fucking backlash, bitch. Like everybody and their mamas, their grandmothers, everybody was talking about this. Girl, even my mom commented, she was like, girl, did you see Gwyneth Paltrow's diet? I'm like, yeah, honey, I'm starting on Monday. No, I'm just kidding, bitch. But it worked for, it works for her. And I feel like everyone is just so astonished because they're like, she does, because the thing is, a lot of people are criticizing her physical appearance, that she doesn't look very well. Well, anyways, this is what she had to say about an hour ago to the backlash.
Hi. Okay, so let's jump into this. So I think it's important for everybody to know that I was doing a podcast with my doctor. So this is a person that I've been working with for over 2 years now to deal with some chronic stuff. And I have long COVID, so I have been, and the way it manifests for me is very high levels of inflammation over time. So I've been working with Dr. Cole to really focus on foods that aren't inflammatory, right? So lots of vegetables, cooked vegetables, all kinds of protein, healthy carbs to really lower inflammation. And It's been working really well. This is, based on my medical results, extensive testing that I've done over time. So just to finish, this was a transparent look at a conversation between me and my doctor. It's not meant to be advice for anybody else. It's really just what has worked for me, and it's been very powerful and very positive. This is not to say that, I eat this way all day, every day. And by the way, I eat far more than bone broth and vegetables. I eat full meals. And I also have a lot of days of, eating whatever I want and eating, French fries and whatever. But my baseline, and it really has been like to try to be healthy and to eat foods that, will really calm the system down. So I hope that helps.
All right, so listen, I think that response was great. I really think that, she was like, look, I don't eat this way normally. This was my doctor. We've been working for 2 years. I have this, I have that. I suffer from inflammatory things, blah, blah, blah. I think that's great. The issue is nowadays, you guys, because we are all we all pay very close attention, and everyone is a lot more open and a lot more sensitive about these type of conversations. I do feel like whenever you talk about these things, you should definitely put out like a warning sign for a lot of people. I mean, does it affect me? No, I don't really get affected by it. I don't really feel pressure to do that diet. I don't really feel anything. I just feel like, okay, that's what she does. I'll do what I do. I live like that every day too with my husband. My husband and I, we have different lifestyles of eating as well. I also do intermittent fasting, and I do I do what works for me. I feel good when I do intermittent fasting. I feel good eating early, right? The latest I eat is 5:30 every day. In the afternoon, that's what works for me. I can't go to bed eating a full meal right before bed. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't, we're all different. All of our bodies are very different. So I think that, she could have definitely been a little more responsible with the way she said things, but people are saying all these crazy things. But I also feel like, some of the Hollywood people, they do take things a little too extreme, in my opinion. I also think that sometimes, I actually had a conversation with my mom this morning about this, because, I've gained some weight, and then I've lost some weight, and then I've gained some weight. And I actually, since December, I think I gained 10 pounds that I have not been able to lose. And I told her about it, and I'm like, my whole life I've been on a diet because I grew up with that mentality, and I'm not blaming my mom or anything, but I grew up in a household where everything was diet this, diet that. The only thing I remember hearing is, on Monday, we're going to start doing this. On Monday, we're going to start doing that. Things like that, that just doesn't really make, it makes an unhealthy relationship with food. And I've definitely had an unhealthy relationship with food. I've had body dysmorphia, I still have it. I have, eating disorder. I do. And so I have found what works for me, but I also sometimes have to check myself, because when you are in a situation that you often feel that, diet culture is attacking you, you maybe do pick up some very unhealthy habits. So I think when you grow up in Hollywood and stuff, and when you have all eyes on you, especially women in Hollywood, I think there's such a huge pressure to look perfect. And hopefully we are definitely staying in a body positive era, where we can try and be a little bit more body positive. But, we still have a lot of work ahead of us, bitch, because, as much as we all like to say that we're all body positive, there's still a lot of fat shaming and a lot of thin shaming as well. So we have a long way to go. But I think that, maybe she does have to, kind of, sometimes you just have to sometimes maybe keep some things for yourself, or say that this is what works for you, or you have to be very clear, because whatever you put out on social media, baby, people are going to take that, analyze that, they're going to take one word, they're going to put it here, they're going to put it there, and they're going to make up their own narrative. So that is really what happened. And of course, she says in the first video that this is the way she eats, and then in the second video she says, I don't eat every day this way. Well, you know, we come up with our own conclusions. How the hell are we supposed to know this is not what she eats every single day, and this is not what her children see? So there definitely is a lot of you know, a lot of responsibility nowadays whenever you talk about food and diets and all of these things, because, you know, we are very sensitive to that. So anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for all your love, all your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.